Hello everybody, it's Grant Stanley here, and today we're at Spearhead Winery talking about Riesling and tasting a few of a little vertical here of 17, 18, and 19 from Spearhead. So Riesling, very important grape variety here for the Okanagan Valley. Certainly one of the older plantings, very winter hardy. Some of the earlier plantings came in here in the 60s and the 70s, and there's obviously some great producers now here in southeast Kelowna, where Spearhead is located. And I guess, you know, one of the really exciting things about Riesling is that as a Pinot Noir house and as a Pinot Noir winemaker, Riesling is kind of a natural fit because it's a very acidic varietal, much like Pinot Noir. It's very aromatic, and the wine and the winemaking is sort of focused on balance, terroir, and tension with both of these wines. So, you know, I've spent a lot of time drinking Riesling late into the evening after great Pinot Noir events, and you know, Riesling is really fabulous for kind of cleansing the palate. You can start the evening with Riesling, or you can finish the evening with Riesling, and the balance and the tension are obviously very, very important. Okay, so let's talk about these beauties as individuals now. The 17, my first vintage here at Spearhead, and the wine has now been in bottle for over 3 years, and certainly developing some beautiful secondary characteristics. In particular, I would, you know, I noticed the fresh herbs, and you know, some lovely apple, red delicious, and of course the petrol aromas that do come with fine aged Riesling are coming on strong. The 18, beautiful balance and still showing very primary fruit, very fresh. Again, lots of apple, red delicious, Granny Smith, lemons, limes, beautiful attack on the palate. And a very, very well liked wine by me and many others. And if we go to the 19, there's a bit of a monumental change in process, in that just in search for more tension and more terroir, we've taken a good chunk of the fruit, maybe half of the fruit, and done something which is not, you know, really my nature in terms of winemaking, but we've gone down an oxidative path by crushing the fruit and leaving it for 24 hours on its skins, a little bit of browning, but you know, it added what I think is some really lovely textures to the wine, and also some dried herbs, and an element of lime, spearmint. Is just a more complex wine, more interesting on the nose. It'll be very interesting to see how it ages over time compared to the other two. I really like all three of these wines, and I do think that there's something here for everybody. I really like the fact that the wines really are in no hurry to be drunk whatsoever. With Riesling and a very, very low pH, we have the potential to store these wines for, you know, 10, 20 years. I'm drinking 20-year-old Riesling under screw cap at home pretty regularly, and those wines are still, you know, very young in my mind. You know, if I was asked for a recommendation on cellaring, I would say, you know, drink now or keep them forever.